is AI worth the extra cost? Yes is not always the default answer. Let's talk about it. And what I'm seeing now is kind of a default, almost knee-jerk reaction to building new systems to always use AI capabilities, either generative AI systems, either light, heavy, and medium use, and then now obviously moving to agentic. And there's a cost to doing that. Those systems, whether it's a generative AI system or an agentic AI system, as we'll see later in this video, are going to be tremendously more expensive in building the systems. So as an experiment, I built a cost comparison model to move the AI conversation out of the hype into the hard numbers. Many organizations talk about generative and agentic AI as if it were a free upgrade to existing systems rather than substantial new investments with real financial trade-offs. And I think that's perfectly fine, but there has to be a business case as such to make that decision, because if you're forcing AI, either agentic or generative AI, into the solution set, that's always going to cost you a lot more money, as we're going to see in the table that I put together, and basically modeled a traditional approach, an approach using generative AI tools and development approaches and technologies, and then an agentic approach. And look at the cost differences for building exactly the same system. So by putting traditional development, generative AI, and agentic AI side by side using realistic ranges, I wanted to show that each step up in sophistication carries a significant cost premium. So the table makes it clear that each step from traditional systems to generative AI to agentic AI introduces a sharp increase in both build and ongoing operating costs. Now, we knew that, but I don't think people really kind of understood how much of a multiplier that those costs were. And so in many cases, if you're not asking yourself those questions, you're going to be over-applying, which we're seeing today, generative AI and agentic AI to solve business problems that are very solvable using traditional technology, which is going to be way less expensive. So enterprises must rigorously compare the incremental cost of AI against the incremental value versus a robust non-AI solution, instead of assuming AI is the default choice. And that's what I'm seeing right now, which is a little concerning to me. So the overreaching conclusion is that organizations need a disciplined, quantified business case for AI, especially agentic AI, or they risk building impressive but economically unsustainable systems.